the latest on the coronavirus outbreak. And later this evening at 6:30, President Trump is expected to hold a news conference at the White House with the CDC after yesterday's mixed message about the outbreak and the administration's response. Today, we learned dozens of people are being monitored in Nassau County. This as New York State proposed $40 million in funds for the fight. There are no confirmed cases here, but worldwide, there are more than 81,000, with that number growing every day. Eyewitness News reporter Kristen Thorne is in Mineola with the latest on the situation on Long Island. Kristen.
Liz, Nassau County health officials revealed today that they have 83 residents here in Nassau County who are currently under a voluntary isolation. Health officials say they have been working around the clock in case of a potential outbreak.
We take this incredibly seriously, and we are up to the task.
Officials in Nassau County want residents to know they are prepared for any potential outbreak of the coronavirus. They say since the worldwide outbreak of the virus, they've been notified by the Centers for Disease Control about 320 people who have returned to Nassau County after spending some time in mainland China. 172 residents have undergone a voluntary isolation, removing themselves from people, including family members. 83 are currently still in voluntary isolation and are monitored daily by health officials.
We check that they have no fever. We check that they are not ill.
The group of people, and we've had over 300 of them now, have been more or less very cooperative with us. They're there when we answer and call the phone, and they answer us. They will email us. If we don't hear from them and we email them, they'll respond right back to us, and we'll ask them to call by phone. So I have to say, by and large, everybody is understanding the magnitude of this and the anxiety.
Health officials in Nassau County also revealed testing from 5 residents for the coronavirus came back negative. 1 test is pending. Today, Governor Cuomo announced he will be seeking $40 million from the state for the State Department of Health to deal with a potential outbreak. The money will be used to pay for additional staff and medical resources.
Obviously, there's an international rush now to get the right equipment, the right masks, gowns, gloves, etc. Turns out that China is one of the main manufacturers of this equipment, which obviously makes it a little more complicated and problematic. So we want to make sure we're ahead of the curve on that.
The governor says he will also be asking the CDC if New York State can have permission to do its own testing of the coronavirus right here in the state. So right now, when they have samples, they have to send them out of state to the CDC, which of course causes a delay. In fact, that's what's going on with the sample that was taken from a resident here in Nassau County and why those results are still pending. They were sent out a few days ago to the CDC, and they are still waiting for those results.